I wonder, what's in my Wonder Ball? Welcome to Very Real Talk, everybody, for another week. It is me, your host, Nick Potter, back at it again with my boys in the studio. The boys I'm referring to, I'm going to talk to them right now because they're here with me, and I want them to say things as well. I don't want to carry this entire podcast on my back. I'm not Bill Burr. I can't just sit and talk to you guys for like an hour straight.
You can't rant.
Well,
or half of it's really funny, and the other half you're like rubbing your brow, like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, is he just rustling through the newspaper looking for stuff to talk about? Is that what I hear in the background? No, I can't do that on my own. I need boys with me, and I'm going to talk to him right now. The first boy I'm talking to, his name is Collin Sage.
Yes.
Collin, I got a question for you as per usual.
Yes, sir.
What's your go-to snack right now? What do you like to snack on?
What I love to snack on and try not to, Wheat Thins.
Oh, I thought you were going to say $6 Gardettos from the gas station.
He doesn't love to snack on.
I don't love to snack on those. I just kind of have to. I do love Gardettos, but the bags are a little too big. You know how normally you feel slighted because the bags of whatever snack are too small?
Yeah.
Gardettos are too fucking big.
It's true. You always have like, man, there's like an eighth of this bag left, and I just can't do it. My mouth is so dry
well,
from
for
that
me,
powder.
It's like a third of the bag is left, and I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you get down to it, you're like, all right, I'm finally done. But then there's just that pile of salt at the bottom, and you're like, all right, let's go.
Here I go.
Sticking my tongue in there. No, dog. Wheat Thins, motherfucking sun-dried tomato and basil.
Oh, those are some
Fuck
good
with
ones.
me. Fuck with me. They're so good.
Yeah, I fuck with you.
Yeah, I fuck with you
but
too.
I find that I just can't stop. I'll do original too.
Yeah.
I've even tried like the reduced salt or sodium one. Those are fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've tried any. I don't know if there's any other flavors because I don't give a fuck. It's either original or tomato and basil.
That's all they need.
But yeah, I try not to get them because I will eat the entire box in one sitting, and it's so hard not to.
But it's so glorious to do it, to give in.
It is really good.
All right, thank you. I got another boy here. It's my brother, Joey. Joey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Nick, before we begin with your question for me, I have a question for you. Are your fucking socks upside down? Like, usually, you know, you have, like, the toe, like the gray toe, and then on the foot is where the name brand is.
Yeah.
It's the other way around on those socks, and it's freaking me out.
No, they're definitely right side up. I can read Fruit of the Loom while I look at my feet.
Right.
All right.
That's just to remind you what you paid for.
Guys, now I know what you go through when I ask you these questions, because that really threw me off, and I was upset, and I had to...
Yeah, his socks are like Amazon, you know, where you buy something, and then it just says, like, you might be interested in this same fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I already have that. It's on my feet.
I don't like to read it all the time. Joey, here's my question right back at you.
All right,
it's a new month. Tell me, what's your favorite thing about March?
March.
What do you like about it? What do you got going on in March? I will remind you, your niece's birthday's in March.
Ooh. Yes, my niece's birthday is in March. My aunt's birthday is in March.
They're the same day.
Jude's birthday is in March. Mm-hmm. He's my Jude.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Hell yeah.
That's I can tell you're really jacked up for it.
I mean, the thing is, it's the time I'm the most jacked up because brackets are fun.
Brackets are fun. All day, every day.
I thought you were going to say because you're making a bunch of money delivering pizzas to those parties.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's Papa John's kind of got the lock on that a little bit. Like sports time stuff, Papa John's really has the lock, even though like NFL dumped them as the official pizza brand and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the money's nice. I guess spring can be good.
Yeah, I don't know. In Kentucky, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we don't really have seasons anymore. It's just like
it can still
hot,
snow,
kind of cold,
and then hot again. Yeah,
it's kind of cold and wet.
Yeah,
it's always wet.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. Just feeling uncomfortable and having to bring like 3 changes of clothes with me every day.
They need to get March Madness sorted out because who the fuck's watching all these games on a Thursday at like 10 a.m.?
Yeah,
I would like
number
to do
one
that,
fans,
but you know, I have to like pay a living. Like this is the most bougie shit I've ever seen. It's like, hey, you just hanging out on Wednesday? You're not doing anything? Want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings at 11 a.m.?
And scream.
My brother used to do that. I did blow off
He'd
school.
take off work.
I did blow off school classes one day because he begged me. And it was a lot of fun. It sounds sad, but it was a lot of fun because there's 8 games going on at once, and so you just turn to see the last 5 exciting minutes.
It's like Minority Report with all the screens.
Yeah,
right. And my brother had these gloves on. It was weird. He was moving.
They were just Nintendo Power gloves. Yeah. He wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, no, I wish that any sport was like that, where it's we got 15 games going on every day, all day, so you can just, if this game's boring, let me flip over to this game and see who's dunking.
Yeah, thank God there's 9 ESPN channels.
Yeah.
Right. And you can go to Buffalo Wild Wings and get some cold American
tiny baby wings.
Chicken or fries or, I don't know.
It's always bad.
Some Bud Light.
Yeah.
You can get that.
More of a Mick Ultraman.
Oh, save those calories. Yeah, guys, this month we're trying something fun, fresh, new, switching it up a bit, kind of merging with the basic sort of essence of our other podcast. It's March. There's madness.
I'm a bigger fan of Mall Madness.
Me too.
There's
We're going to just play Mall
at
Madness while we record this podcast, and we'll just give you the play-by-play.
At least that's a slightly audio-friendly game. You can hear the
where the sales are?
Dead robot announcer lady.
Man. We can wait till the batteries are kind of dead, and it's there's a sale. Your soul. Oh, what?
What?
If you play Mall Madness backwards, it tells you to sacrifice a goat. It's pretty cool. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, we're doing a fun bracket month, basically. We're trying this new thing out. I thought it would be a cool, fun way to talk about things. We're doing what we call right now, this is tentative, but it's very regular tournaments. We're going to be taking 16 of one thing, and we're going to be arguing our way to a winner. We have brackets set up, already pre-prepared. I did them while my daughter was I don't know what she was doing. She was
eating all your wheat thins, probably.
Feeding all of her food to the dog. I don't know, but I took the time to make these. So every day, Jesus Christ, every week this month, we're going to be doing a new, very regular tournament. Now, let's get started with the first one, and I'll tell you what that tournament is after the music. Joey, play it. So, guys, I know because we don't hear from anybody that we don't really know what our demographic is, right? We have no idea.
Yeah.
Our demographic is Jeremy Dugan and my mom, and they are very far apart in every way possible.
Yeah.
So I guess we're super diverse, actually, if you think about it.
What Nick is trying to say is we assume most of you listening lived through the 90s.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we also assume you snacked in the 90s. At some point, you put food in your mouth and your body in the 1990s.
Yeah.
So today,
you saw the commercials
Right.
at the very least, and some of these things you couldn't get your parents to buy them for you because they were too expensive.
yeah,
But you know about them.
too much sugar.
Yeah, we all had... there was no streaming services in the 90s. We all watched the same TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fox Kids,
Yeah.
Disney Channel, Nickelodeon.
Well, I didn't watch that TV because I didn't have cable because I was poor. Hey, sometimes we'd steal cable for a day, and then
Nice.
we'd take all the VHS tapes we had and record Disney Channel and Nickelodeon
Yeah.
and watch the same 3 Rugrats episodes for years.
Yeah.
So those
Years.
commercials are burned into your brain.
Yes,
Absolutely.
those very specific ones.
Yeah, or, if you forgot some of them, sometimes you're like me and you just get on YouTube and you're like, I'm going to type in the words 90s kids commercials. And then you just sit there for an hour and a half and cry about how time passes. So, yeah, today, for our first bracket of the month, we are doing 90s kids snacks. We have 16 of them for you guys today. Mm-hmm. And you can follow along if you just head over to our Instagram, and we will have the bracket up for you guys to check out. We're just going to move through them. I don't need to sit here, I don't think, and list them all off first.
Yeah, that's just too much information.
Unless you want
anyway.
to sing them off.
Whoa,
Each of the
okay.
theme songs.
Here we go, channeling Wayne Brady.
It's a Lunchables flavor. Ooh, Lunchables.
Oh God, we just do a weird. Why don't we come up with a medley for the last like 3 weeks? We're just like, no, that doesn't. Nothing rhymes with push pop. What the hell?
It's a pushy pop flavor. Ooh, push pop.
Yeah, Joey just kept saying, well, let's just say them all to the Ring Pops commercial jingle. So I guess you win after all, Joey. So, yeah, we're just going to be walking through these and arguing with each other about who should take the ultimate crown in our eyes. And I mean, we are qualified to do this. We all lived through the 90s.
Yeah.
We ate these snacks. So I think if anyone is qualified, it's us three boys.
Yes.
Yeah,
Of
Not
the same,
Corey.
the most qualified.
Not Corey.
He's too old.
He's too old. He's
Definitely
like,
not Corey. That's why he's not allowed in. He's right outside the door.
Yeah.
He's been scratching at it like a cat. It's kind of weird.
yeah.
He's been. You hear him like humming the Ring Pops theme like
He's like,
outside the door.
I get it, guys. I get it.
I was there.
When I was crushing Go-Gurts, Corey was already sophisticated enough to be eating $6 gas station Gardettos.
He was eating yogurt with a spoon at that point.
Oh, he was buying Chex Mix and pulling out all the checks and throwing it in the trash.
He's like-
creating Gardettos.
He was like, oh, you're sucking it out of a tube? Please, I have Dan and Danimals, okay?
I have Fage, Fege, whatever that yogurt's called.
Yo Plat?
Ooh, I love Yo Plat. All right, let's get to it.
Okay, let's dive in. First matchup, we got the one, the only, Lunchables.
Chia?
Right at the top.
Chia?
Possibly king of all of the 90s snacks. I don't know. Maybe I'm being biased.
Well,
We'll get into it. It's taking on the Nestle Wonder Ball. For those of you that don't remember, it was just a chocolate ball that had, at first, toys in it, and then later, candy.
Yeah,
So,
because those kids were just shoving the ball in their mouth, and they're like, oh, wait,
like
there's an airplane in here.
it's the size of a baseball. Just like, fuck it!
sure.
That's where YOLO came from.
Oh, yeah. You only Wonder Ball once?
Yeah, you only
You
Wonder
only
Ball.
ball once?
You only ball once.
Yo blow.
So obviously, this is a tough one for Wonder Ball up front, just because of for me, the versatility, the different kinds of Lunchables, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're not just talking pizza.
You got the poor kids Lunchables where it was just
Oh,
crackers.
yeah, just crackers. Get out of there.
And that was it. And then you got the kids who lived maybe out in the nice suburbs. They had the Lunchables that had the Capri Sun built in.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's
And like
such a wide range.
Full-size candy bar.
There was the poor kids one, which was just crackers and like bologna and American cheese. But then, yeah, you could have pizza. You could have nugs, tacos, hot
the
dogs,
taco one.
hamburgers.
Nachos.
That's when it got
Nachos?
for me. That's when it got really gross.
Yeah,
like
it's like-
I just want it. Give me the fucking pizzas. Give me those pizzas. And you had to rip open the fucking sauce packet, and you always cut your lip on
Yeah.
it. And then you would have to like the meme now, like the Charlie Day meme now with like the math equations
Yeah.
and stuff, and like the strings of like getting the perfect amount of sauce onto it,
because then
and the
you
right
get that
amount of cheese.
last crust and you've run out of sauce.
Yeah,
and
you
you're
got to
like,
go
what
like
did I do?
Yeah, my method, I don't know, you guys can tell me yours, but it was like squirt, 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 and then squirt, 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 like little ones to like
Yeah.
finish it off.
Oh.
Then you spread the sauce. Okay, so first they had the spoon, right? And then they're like, fuck it, we want to make more money. Let's make it a stick. And then after that, we're like, oh, fuck all of it, nothing.
Right.
No stick.
Because you do what I do every time where you squeeze the sauce on and then you take the packet and just smear it across the pizza.
Nope,
And then you
you're
realize your whole
trash.
packet is covered in
sauce,
sauce.
yeah.
And you fuck up, but you do it every time.
So now, obviously, you use the pepperoni
Yeah.
to
Oh,
smear
yeah.
it. So I go sauce, cheese, then pepperoni.
Oh, yeah.
Some people did sauce, pepperoni, cheese, and I thought they were psychopaths.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. You do because there were 9 pepperonis.
Mhm.
So you got 3 on each, and that was 1 bite each.
Yes, you did. You
Right.
took. Yeah, it was a total of 9 bites.
All right. You guys are talking about psychopaths, and you're like, you must have one meat slice
Per
in
bite.
each bite. It must be symmetrical.
You're not just gonna bite half a pepperoni off because then you're ripping the other, the other parts coming with you regardless.
Yeah, because you're ripping the rest of the pepperoni off anyway, and then you're ripping cheese off and your precious sauce.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I would do it one at a time. Why? Because wherever I was, I didn't want to lay the pizzas out on that surface. Fuck that. Even as a little kid, I was like, this shit's gross. Like, there's like crayon dust on my desk that I'm eating lunch at, like, or whatever. Time to do it one at a time. So it was a risk. You could use too much sauce. You could use too much cheese.
Wow, you lived on the edge, gambling man.
Yeah. And probably the ratio of cold to hot Lunchable pizzas was about 6-1 cold.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait, did you guys heat them up?
Like, out of every 6, maybe we'd try to heat one up. Like, now that I'm an adult, the toaster oven.
Whoa.
But when I was a kid, microwave.
Oh, yeah.
And that did not work as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, another hot, this is kind of off topic, another hot snack that we had was cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
And we'd microwave it. And then one time,
Melted
Nick...
cheese.
Yeah, to melt the cheese.
Yeah.
But one time, Nick put a plastic plate in the microwave, and he melted all of it.
Yeah. It all got melted.
But yeah, Lunchable. I want to like put this, like, are we going with what's better? Because all of these are kind of trash. Are we going with more iconic?
I mean,
It's kind of a like.
I'm gonna go with better because right now I could eat a Lunchable.
Yeah.
I don't want shit to do with a Wonder Ball because chocolate I'm just over.
Because
I was
they're
never a fan of. Really.
Because also they're probably still just like the ones from the 90s.
Exactly.
yeah,
They made a bunch of them. Well, it's funny because like they started out with little toys in them from like 91 to 97, and then they disappeared because they were choking hazards. Because you're just like going, you're putting a fist size amount of chocolate in your mouth at once and just gulping it down.
Yeah.
So you're choking on the airplane or the Lunchable that's inside of it. Then they had to switch to candy, and that came back out in like 2001 or 2000 or something like that.
Yeah, and that's the one that I really remember.
And I think they just like went and chopped them all in half, took the toy out, and then put the candy in and just, like taped it back together. Like, here,
put it
it's
in the
a new Wonder
microwave
Ball.
and let them like slightly melt together. Then they were all on a plastic plate. Speaking of old ass snacks, real quick, I was at Nick's house just recently. I stopped by the worst Kroger in the city because I was desperate.
The one right by my house.
Something to eat. Krogetto. And got a Lunchable, among other things. And I was excited. I was like, pizza Lunchable, this is great. Go to bite into that pizza thing, and it tastes kind of weird, but I was like, whatever. Maybe it's just been a while.
Was it a melted airplane?
No. And then I was like, wait a second. I should probably check the expiration date because it was Krogetto. Why don't you take a guess when this bitch expired?
Yeah, it was like
13.
Well, that's a little extreme. February 2017.
Oh, that's
17.
And
this was like
that might as well be 2013.
And this was 2020.
Yeah.
This was only a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, this was like February 2020.
Yes.
February
2017. It sat on the shelf.
Yeah.
And what?
Yeah,
and those things probably last a long time. So it was probably out in like 2016.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this thing's been on the shelf at Kroger an entire presidency. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've changed so much as a person just now. Like, it was sitting there like 2 years before my daughter was born and just like hanging out at the bottom. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that we're all pretty solid on this one. It's Lunchable.
It's definitely got to be Lunchable. Wonder Ball.
I'd eat one right now.
Yeah, Wonder Ball. You know, you needed your shout out. But
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's lay you to rest.
Lunchables is still alive. Where's Wonder Ball at?
The only point I would make for Wonder Ball is that commercial's catchy.
Yeah.
So, okay. So next up, we're talking Gushers and Push Pops, gang.
That's a tough one because
It really is.
These are like similar, more similar than Wonder Ball and Lunchable.
Sure. Yeah.
But still like different enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I know because they're both really versatile. They both have a lot of flavors.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
but then you take Push Pops, and that thing tries to sell you like you can come back to it. You try to put that thing back down in there and put the lid on.
Who's fucking doing that?
You come back and there's like hair and shit in there.
didn't
like,
they
what the
have
fuck?
like clips on them? You can like clip them to your '90s like colorful pocket on your shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did that shit.
So you
rolling
were
up to
sticky.
school on your Razor scooter with your push pop hanging off your fucking pocket protector.
Sticky as fuck.
Oh yeah. Although at the same time, I'll say I really don't like the fruit snacks. I don't like anything gummy.
Okay.
All
So
right.
Gushers were better because they had like the liquid stuff in them. It was like ooh.
Yeah, I just I don't know, those Flintstone fucking orange sherbet push pops,
Yeah,
dog.
for sure.
Because that's all we could afford when the ice cream man that was also a drug dealer.
Yeah, he was
rolled
like,
through
"Oh,
town."
you guys with the fucking push pops again? They've been in
Is
here
that the-
since 1992."
Wait, but is that the same thing? Are we talking about the same thing here?
Yeah,
like the ice cream?
the toilet paper
Right,
roll.
I get that. I thought you meant the like Jolly Rancher candy that was like a lipstick that you could put the cap back on.
Oh, am I fucking this up?
Yeah, Joey, we were talking
It was
about
the lipstick. Oh,
but they still had I think so.
no. The Flintstone
that's
was
just
the
like
ice
an
cream.
You're right. You're right.
That
I
you push up to
totally-
like the paper sleeve.
What's
Yeah.
the differentiating name? It's a Flintstone push pop, right? But it was the ice cream. What is that called versus the lipstick that still made you sticky? The argument both still stand.
Yeah,
that
I think
you
you're
get
right.
Sticky
You're
as
getting
fuck.
sticky.
Welcome to the '90s. You're getting sticky.
No, that's what it was
Oh,
all
fuck.
about.
You're getting so
I was like, oh hell yeah, man, Flintstones push pops when I wrote it down. But yeah,
No, that's no, the push pops are the like Jolly Rancher
Yeah, the lipstick.
candy, but I don't know what the push pops ice cream.
okay,
Yeah, okay.
so it's just
They're
okay.
called
pop-up.
push-ups.
Push-ups or pop-ups.
Oh, okay.
That's where you
okay.
got confused,
All right.
It
Joey.
says Flintstones push-up. I'm looking at
Okay.
Flintstones push-up.
We're talking exclusively
The lipstick.
the lipstick.
Yeah.
The Jolly Rancher lipstick is that's all. It is.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is a different ball game. Then.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean,
Because I think you're right, Colin. Like, I know I want to do some more arguing on this, but man, they would promise you that you could reuse them, and then you'd open up and like, what? How'd all this hair get on this thing?
but you could also like lick it down to a shiv.
Oh,
True.
that's
I
true.
remember doing that.
Someone called you a nerd with your like little pocket protector, and then you fucking uncapped that push pop,
And they were
and
like,
just
"Oh,
like
shit,
stabbed him in the solar plexus real
Uncapped
quick.
5 of them. He turned a fucking Wolverine.
Man,
Shit.
I did love those because that's the other thing about like '90s aesthetic and these snacks and stuff is just like, is it fun to eat?
Right? Yeah, it absolutely had to be fun to eat, fun and interactive.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
interactive
important, yeah.
snacking experience.
I'm going with Gushers because I don't want to be sticky.
All
You're getting
right,
less sticky with Gushers.
I'm going push pops. So
Oh,
Nick,
shit, I'm
it's
the
down to
deciding
you.
factor?
Yeah.
Oh man, that is tough. But I gotta go Gushers. I think.
All right. Yeah,
'Cause
I can see that. I just,
Yeah, I like
have
the-
much more
the-
fun. That's why I brought the iconic thing.
Yeah.
because I have much more fond, of push pops, just because it was just like, fun.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some fun memories, but I also have lots of memories of being sticky and being upset. I remember being upset that I was sticky because you're supposed to be able to put the lid on and be okay.
I know this is definitely going to be more interesting when we get Corey in here, because then we're going to have 4, and we'll
Yeah.
have to get 3 at least on one side in order to move it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, okay.
Gushers. Moving on.
Yeah, so we got Lunchables and Gushers so far. Next up, we're going in another different direction.
Mm-hmm.
We have the fruit roll-up versus Squeeze-Its.
Yeah, like the Kool-Aid bursts, or specifically Squeeze-Its.
Yeah,
Those are
they were
Kool-Aid
Betty
Jammers.
Crocker Squeeze-Its.
Kool-Aid
Jammers are different. No.
Jammers,
They were,
Squeeze-Its.
they were like
bursts.
Kool-Aid bursts, I think.
Oh.
And then Mondos for all you all you contrarians out there.
Yeah, we're not sure if that was me, Nick, and Colin discussed. We're not sure if Mondos were the off-brand,
Yeah.
or the high brand.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought
Right.
that they
The Boost-
tasted better when I was a kid than the Squeeze-Its, and I also thought that the containers were more firm.
Yeah.
The Squeeze-Its
They
were
were
all
more
like
firm.
jelly, like they were just like
Yeah, because you
cheaper
got to
plastic.
squeeze.
Right.
Well, yeah, the Mondos you could savor it because you get impatient with the Squeeze-Its,
Yeah,
and then
you
you
squeeze
just
it too
fucking
hard.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a fucking Popeye can of spinach, dude. You're just like,
Yeah, you just
take the whole thing into your mouth.
that sugar syrup.
You just bust that fucking squeeze it load into your mouth at once.
Right.
But yeah, then we have the fruit roll up, which is not fruit by the foot. Fruit roll up is the one that is like a taquito.
Yeah,
Or like
I know.
a blunt.
I used blunt, but it was a different rolling method by the two companies.
And you unwrap it and like pull out like little spiders or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookie cutter out.
Yeah, guys. For
Squeeze
this,
Squeeze it's calling it now.
you're already saying squeeze it.
Fruit snacks. Fuck
And
that.
what? Get out of
Grape
here! Fruit snacks
squeeze
are
it's
awesome.
grape because it's the best.
But here's the thing about all the Squeeze-Its, Kool-Aid Burst, Jammers, Mondos, like that whole thing. Somehow they were like so like bitter or something that it would like give me a sore throat.
It was too much sugar.
It was
Joey.
too much
Is that-
sugar.
is
Those
that
things
what
were
it
like
is?
95% sugar. Like,
Yes.
that's all it was. It was sugar water. Like,
Yeah,
and colored color.
I guess it didn't have like the smoothness of like a soda that has all the corn syrup and shit in it
Right.
to douse to coat your throat.
Right. Instead, you were coating your throat in pure sugar. Like,
Yeah, it was
it's
always just like-
insane how bad those things are for you.
Like thinking about that right now, the flavor of those gives me heartburn.
Yeah. No, I remember, Joey, for my bachelor party, you got a bunch of Mondos.
Yeah.
And there was like one left, and you're like, take it home. That thing sat in my fridge for like 2 years before I finally got rid of it because I was like, I'll get to it someday. But every time I would look at it, just go, no, I'm an adult. I need coffee. Like, that sounds awful right now.
Because it had the twist top and the Mondos had a much firmer plastic, but so you couldn't squeeze it as much, so you would suck on like the weird nipple
Oh
thing,
yeah, I hate that.
and then it would
thing.
cut your lip.
Yeah, your lip would get stuck, and you'd have to pull it off and cut your lip. Now, guys, would you go to the bar with me if I ordered like a vodka and I went back to our table and I busted out a Mondo and like broke it open and like
That
squeezed
sounds
it in?
awesome. I want
Okay.
to try that.
Let's
I'm gonna
do
go
that.
find
You gotta
some
cut your
Mondos.
lip first. That's part of it.
Yeah,
and then like bleed into the drink. Like
yeah, that's my new prank video series. Is going to be me going to popular bars, maybe trying to like. I talk to Blair first, and I like try and hit on a woman, and I go over there, and I'm like, "Ooh, do you want a little Mondo in that?" Because I'm hitting myself with some Mondo, and just see the kind of reactions.
yeah,
I get.
but Mondo's you're pouring slowly. Squeeze it so you can just slide up.
I think it's funnier and more awkward if you're like only getting a little bit on every pump, and just see. I feel like I'm the new Eric Andre with this new concept I have.
Oh yeah.
Just totally pranking people, throwing them off. Or you can call me Borat too.
Oh, okay.
Whichever. So
Like
that's,
Gallagher too.
yeah,
Dude, I gotta go with fruit roll up.
they had fun shapes. You know.
Yeah, like because I'm a little bit more of a Capri Sun man.
Okay.
That kind of business. You weren't cutting your lip on that.
Right.
Then you could blow up the like pouch after
Yeah.
you were done.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'm all about interactivity with these things. Fruit roll up. Yeah. About half the time you ball it up and you throw it in your fucking mouth like a little piggy.
Yeah.
But they have the cool shapes and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And that's another thing is it was interactivity, man.
Yeah.
I can sit there if I messed up pulling up the rocket ship. Yeah, jumble it all up, throw it in my mouth, do a couple of oink noises.
Yeah, you got like you got rewarded for being a failure, which I'm all about.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Collin. I gotta go with the fruit roll up
All
over the
right.
squeeze it.
Yeah.
I don't like to keep agreeing with Joey. Like I'm not trying to just shut you down, but
What? You just voted for Gushers.
oh, that's true. You're
Yeah.
right. Okay, never mind. I'm splitting it.
Yeah.
Staying unbiased.
All right.
Okay,
next
that was an easy
up,
one. Next up, bubble tape
Chia
versus fruit by the foot. Another
tape.
fun.
Yeah, another tape.
Another
that
tape.
You roll
yeah.
out.
Do you like your tape gummy or do you like it gummy?
Another thing that you can both of these you can just ball up and throw into your mouth.
Yeah,
oh man, you ever do the entire thing of bubble tape?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Wow.
I chewed it for like an hour and a half, and then it melted in my mouth. It like turned into like I don't know if you guys. I assume so because I feel like everyone in the world has done it at one point. Have you eaten paper before or like chewed up paper?
Yes.
And it gets kind of that mushy, and then kind of disintegrates.
Yeah.
Bubble tape. That's what happens to it.
Yep.
Okay.
But that first little hit of bubble tea.
Oh yeah, you suck out all that sugar and goodness, and then it just like over
so
the time
good.
becomes this like cottage cheese, like paper lump in your mouth.
Yeah, the half-life on it is incredibly low, like for sure, before it turns into something else. We almost put Bubble
I was
Jug.
about to say that. Bubble Jug.
We almost put Bubble Jug in this spot, but these two boys weren't as familiar with Bubble Jug.
Well, I remember once I saw the picture, it's like a little pink, like motor oil type jug.
Yeah, filled with dust.
Yeah.
That you just like shake into your mouth, and it would turn into bubble. It would turn into a gummy substance.
I get it. Might be like it starts as that cottage cheese paper lump.
They reverse engineered it.
I remember if you wanted something to chew, you'd have to do like the whole drum.
Oh, for sure.
Like it just was barely enough to get to like a chewable piece of gum. Yeah. But if you didn't, it would just like disintegrate and you'd accidentally swallow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pixie sticks.
While
or
we're here,
something.
because I think
gross.
this is the only gum that we have on the list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta have a shout out to Big League Chew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that 90s though? I feel like that's old like Bazooka Joe.
Maybe. I don't know. We got it at the baseball park for a long time.
I would shout out Ouch Bubble Gum. It was the one that
yeah.
came in like the Band-Aid
Oh yeah,
Metal
that was a
tin.
good one.
metal tin.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
we
like
should
Zebra gum was
Let's
also.
nix this conversation. Let's do later. We'll do a gum
a
one.
bubble gum tournament.
Man, I love bubble gum.
Hell
Those
yeah.
big colorful balls of gum you get
Yeah.
out with a quarter.
Hell yeah. But yeah,
Also, Fruit by the Foot was fun because you just like, throw it all open.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just like
Get it all over your carpet.
You like start the peel and then you just kind of roll it out as you're eating it.
Yeah. That's
Oh, it's like
absolutely.
a cleanse. You don't chew, you just swallow, and then you can like
Yeah.
pull it all the way through.
Pull it all the way through.
I mean, it was like 6 feet or something, and a kid's not that big, so
Yeah.
right? Anatomy, that's how that works.
Yeah, that's also how me and Joey measured each other when we were younger. It's like, oh, you're almost half a Fruit by the Foot or whatever. I was doing it over him while he was a baby.
I'm glad that didn't get weird. I was worried for a second.
Oh, no, Collin. Gross.
That's yucky. We're talking about just sugar.
Being fun brothers.
Sugar fruit.
Sugar tape.
Yeah,
So-
again, I really hate fruit snacks.
Okay.
And-
I have to go with the fruit snack because I really don't like bubble gum very much.
Whoa. So now I'm here.
Yeah, I wanted to get mine out before I had to be the decider again.
Yeah.
Let somebody else live in that for a little bit.
I gotta go with Fruit by the Foot.
Okay. The fruit
I mean,
snack
it's
moves
not
on
bad.
again.
Out of all the fruit snacks, I like that one the most.
Okay.
probably.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So we're halfway there already, gang. Next up, this is going to be a big one. We have 3D Doritos versus kids cuisine. Kid
Yeah.
cuisine, I should say. Yeah, this one's tough because 3D Doritos were the absolute shit.
And I could eat them right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually want some. I desire them.
You have to go to Mexico, sir.
But you know what I also desire right now? A kid's cuisine.
Oh,
that would be pretty awesome. Some mac
But,
and
like,
cheese.
look, those kids' cuisines, because there was so many different variations, you could switch them up. I feel like there should be like a kids' cuisine monthly box now because there's so many combos that half of them are trash.
Like a
yeah.
Blue Apron.
Yeah, a Blue Apron, but just kids' cuisine. It's like, okay, I want the dumb little Lunchable pizza. I want the cosmic brownie. I want the mac and cheese. And you know what? Throw in a fucking thing of Gushers or throw in a Squeeze It.
Man,
I don't know what their beverage is.
Like,
in kids'
There
cuisine.
wasn't beverages.
There was not?
Because you
Okay.
put them in the oven.
Oh, that's right. Because it was fancy.
I do have to say, I remember like the name Kid Cuisine, and then Nick had to pull up a picture, and immediately when he did, I felt sick because I don't feel like we had that much.
No, we didn't. Our mother loved us and cooked for us.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, those all the time.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
bud.
See, it was more of like the Lunchable angle, like the lunch. Like she always usually made dinner,
Right.
but lunch was more of a free for all with the sandwiches and the Lunchables and stuff like that. Just looking at the plain Kid Cuisine box, it had like fried chicken, corn, and pudding.
Yeah.
It's just like, that is so fucking gross to me. That
It's basically like
disgusting.
a high school or like a school lunch.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was a gamble. As one of 5 kids, here's how it would go down. You go to the store, my mom would be like, all right, pick out which kid's cuisine you want. Or maybe we get to, I don't know. But yeah, and then you get to pick it out. But then there was so much stress. Because you didn't want to get the same one as your brother. But if your brother picked out the good one, you're like, fuck. And then it's like, well, I like the main meal on this, but then the dessert is ass.
Yeah.
It was never the right combination. Or then every time you like tried a new one, like, oh, maybe I'll be different and get the mac and cheese.
And then your dinner's sad.
Right. And then it was like, no, I should have got the other one.
I should have gone with the one I've known.
It was such a gamble as a child, just like that stress of like, did I get the right kid's cuisine?
Wow. Yeah, I never had to go through that struggle. Dag. That is tough. That's why I think that 3D Doritos is where it's at with this one.
Yeah.
Because I missed that one maybe the most out of all the discontinued items that there are.
Yeah, those are the ones that came in like the Bionicle canister?
Yep.
Yeah, basically like the Lay's stackers, like Lay's
that
stacks kind of thing. Where it's just I don't know, like a long jar basically.
Just recently, I saw Lay's had something akin to a 3D chip.
Oh
where
wow!
It's like, it almost looks like a honeycomb.
Oh,
but it's like you know, there's nothing in the middle, so it's just kind of like this hex thing. And I tried them out, pretty good. No 3D Dorito.
Right, made you long for the 3D Dorito.
Bring them back. I don't understand. In this age of nostalgia,
yes,
that seems like a pretty simple, and then you hit it with a nice campaign.
Yeah.
Do it in like the summertime or something.
Well, I feel like they're a little too late because the 3D TV craze is kind of dying down. They should have cross promoted. Like, get your 3D Doritos while you watch your 3D TV, and you're in 6D. You know?
Whoa, that sounds like a shitty commercial.
Get joy on your marketing team.
All right, guys, buckle the fuck up. We're watching Tron Legacy in 6D. Get your cans of 3D Doritos around you.
I would do chili shots with 3D Doritos. You do a small cup of 3D Doritos.
Yeah.
Hit it with some chili.
Well, you could pour them into the lid.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's true. You could just pour them into the lid and then throw that lid away, put it all on the table, and just go to town. I'm not just going to eat a lid's worth of fucking 3D Doritos.
Let's be honest. There was probably 2 lids worth in the can.
Exactly. I want it doubled.
Thick-ass plastic tubes.
I think we got to go with 3D Doritos because kids' cuisine physically makes me ill from just seeing it.
And there's just too much to go by. Like, a lot of them are misses. I see now that they have a reduced fat pizza one. Like, what?
That just means sodium.
Yeah, that's all that means. So, are you on board with the 3D Dorito,
Yeah, I'm
Collin?
on board.
Okay. 3D Doritos, done. Next up, moving on, Surge versus Go-Gurt. Now, I think we can all just say, fuck this one, Surge is way better than Go-Gurt, right? Like,
what? Hey, did you boys put Go-Gurt in the freezer?
No.
Yeah.
We
fucked up.
We didn't have a ton of Go-Gurt.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those novelty things that my mom was like, fuck you.
Yeah, you can just have
eat some fucking yogurt.
Yeah, idiots.
But it was another one of those treat things. We get a box, we try to, make them last as long as possible, but then you're just slamming Go-Gurt in the corner.
Yeah. Joey, what are you doing over there?
Freeze them. Are they still around? If they are, put them in the freezer.
Yeah,
people.
Go-Gurts are still around.
Put them in the freezer. I promise you. It's like soft serve.
Oh, that sounds
like it's a little. It never gets like ice hard.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's hard enough that it's a solid, but it's like still smooth the whole time. So it's like a frozen yogurt. It's frozen yogurt.
Yeah,
right.
It's great, and you can just like.
Because I will say, I was never a Surge fan because I was never a Mountain Dew guy, and they're kind of similar. The only time I would have Surge is when you did a suicide at a Gaddyland.
Yeah.
Where it's all the drinks in one.
No, I'd get just absolutely torn up on Surge. Are you kidding me?
You were one of the reasons it had to go away.
Yeah, just like just fucking hit a whole can of that before I'd go out to play baseball, and in inning 4 I was just like done. It's like spent. I need more Surge if I'm to continue.
Drug addict. Go-Gurt, another one where you cut the sides of your lips.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's the same thing with those like squeezable freezer like popsicle things.
Oh yeah,
dangerous, man. Fuck.
I don't know. This one's kind of tough because they're both garbage.
Sure.
In my eyes, but I think I'd have to go with Go-Gurt because fun.
Yeah.
And I just I didn't like that like citrus.
Yeah. I that's always the kind of soda that I've been into, like when I was drinking soda.
Yeah, I'm not into like radioactive soda.
Yeah.
And I remember our friend Amos got some Surge when like Amazon brought it back for like a couple days.
I feel like it's still around. I'm pretty sure Burger King still has like a sign. It's like, we got Surge!
Right. Well, I'm talking about like when it was like, we're bringing it back for the first time, like several years ago. And he was just like telling anybody on the street that he was getting a 12-pack of Surge.
And then you guys crushed it and vibrated through walls.
No, he hoarded it like Smaug.
Man, I don't know, just like a mixture.
Like Smaug.
He's like, do you want to be for, like, what do you have to offer me for one of my Surges from Mexico? They've been sitting in a dusty warehouse for 20 years.
Jeez. Yeah, it was like Mountain Dew and ginger ale had a baby.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
I mean,
no thanks.
Nick is a ginger ale man.
I know.
I'm a ginger ale
is.
man.
Ginger ale's okay.
So I'm going Surge, but it sounds like you boys are going Go-Gurt.
Yeah, I'm going
Go-Gurt.
Okay.
Go-Gurt.
That's the first one that I've officially like lost.
Man,
I'm
I
sad
might have
about
to go
it.
get some Go-Gurt. Put that motherfucker. Get the blueberry. Put it in the freezer. Fuck, you're gonna have a good time.
Man, yeah, just life hacks with Collin. All right, next up we have another beverage, Tang. It's a kick in a glass.
It is. There's a monkey.
Yeah, and then
It was an orangutan.
but it's going up against Dunkaroos.
Oh,
So-
wow. 2 animal mascots.
Yeah, this one's really tough because, like, yeah, is Tang orange juice? No,
No, it's very
not
much
really. It's an orange juice flavored beverage, but man, what a great catchphrase! It's a kick in a glass.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Congrats, marketing team.
Orangutan in a gi doing karate. Fun.
all day, every day.
Dunstan checks in. Was hot.
But yeah,
Dunstan gets vitamin D.
so I can't do a lot of citrus nowadays because I have really bad acid reflux. So that's just like
Out the window.
orange juice just cuts through me. But I always liked orange juice.
Yeah.
So I can just drink Tang.
Yeah.
'Cause it doesn't
Oh.
cut. It doesn't cut
Because it's
there's
not
no
orange
because
juice.
it's not orange juice. There's no real citrus in it to burn me up. So Tang is like it does its job for what it's trying to do.
Okay. But man, Dunkaroos were my favorite like dessert type snack.
Yeah, and it was a novelty. We didn't have a lot of Dunkaroos.
Yeah, they were precious when you got a box of Dunkaroos.
Yeah.
Just get it like either one. I would take because they had like the regular cookies with the chocolate dip or the chocolate cookies with the vanilla dip or regular with the vanilla dip.
Yeah.
And any of them. I liked them all.
I'm more of a classic.
You're a classic guy?
Like regular
Okay.
with vanilla. I don't like too much chocolate.
Sure.
I can't really do like I don't really like chocolate cake, but I
Mm-hmm.
could do like a chocolate frosting on a vanilla cake.
Right.
Like I need chocolate to be more of the accent than
Yeah.
the main event.
That's the thing. Yeah, when even really now, but mostly when me and Joey were kids, we'd have birthdays. We'd get cake, and what me and Joey would do is we would team up and high five, and Joey would eat all the frosting, and I would eat the cake.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
We-
I would scrape the icing off of mine and put it on his plate, and he'd scrape his icing off and give me the piece of cake. So I was
my
going
gosh.
double cake, and he was going double ice cream or frosting.
icing. Yeah, we were pretty compatible in that sense. Like Nick was much more of a chocolate boy, and I was much more of a candy boy.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a whole lot of like fighting necessarily, and like he would drink Coke and I would drink Sprite, that kind of stuff. Except Nick would drink my drinks anyway.
Holler.
Just
Also,
Because he ran out of his drink.
when we would do Halloween, it was great for both of us because Joey would give me all his chocolate and
Yeah.
Joey would get everything else. I would give him all of my other things.
Yeah.
If he would just give me like his Twix and his like M&Ms.
can't wait for that
Ooh, in
diabetes.
the Reese's peanut butter cup, though.
I'd probably keep like a couple of things.
Yeah, you would, but that's
But,
how
yeah,
we'd mostly go about
I'm
our
more of a Twix man.
Ooh.
Granted, I mean, Reese's peanut butter cups are the GOAT.
Yeah, you think so?
Of all time.
Okay.
Like,
out of all the chocolate candy,
maybe we'll do another tournament on them. I don't know. We're still doing this one.
Even their cereal is pretty tight.
Yeah, it's Reese's for breakfast.
Oh yeah, Dunkaroos and Tang.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where'd we go?
Dunkaroos.
You're saying Dunkaroos?
Because I'm a Sunny D man to the death.
Yeah.
Man,
I am gonna have to go Dunkaroos. They're like,
okay. So
I have them on a pedestal because we didn't have them that much.
Right. Okay. I'm okay with that. I liked Dunkaroos a lot, so I'm not super upset.
If I were to
about
go
getting rid of Tang.
iconic, I'd go with Tang.
I think so too, because
Yeah.
they had the slogan, the marketing was down.
Yeah.
Okay, last one of the first round. I know we're almost 50 minutes deep.
Oh shit, we have to.
Good to keep going.
Yeah, we have to go through this,
Yeah.
Joey. So, possibly another one of the GOATs. We got Ring Pops.
It's a juicy jewel flavor. Ooh, ring pop.
It's so
Yeah.
sticky. It's worse than the lipstick.
And
Fuck.
Ring Pops against String Things, another fruity snack, but they weren't roll-ups. They were more like, actually, they were closer to the fruit roll-up because they came in like a sheet.
They were
Yeah.
kind of like licorice, though.
Yeah.
Like a little, but mixed between like a fruit snack and a licorice. And it was a sheet, and then you'd grab the end of the string,
Yep.
you'd like peel it up, and then the whole thing would unwind as you pulled the string up.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you make cool shapes, like
You're right.
once again a rocket ship,
And it'd be
or
like
something.
red, and they'd be like sprinkled sugar on it.
Yes,
Because
Chia.
I had no idea what this was, and then I saw the picture, and I was like, oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So, Ring Pops, they didn't have a lid, but man, wearing a big ass. Especially when you could get like at least 2 or more
Yeah,
Ring
you
Pops,
get the
and you're just, like, a
Infinity
king.
Gauntlet.
You could get the Infinity Gauntlet of Ring Pops.
That's when you're balling on Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. They were so sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really
They
it
gave
was
you
one
the
of
little
those-
shield.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did
The
get-
false hope shield.
yeah, around your finger.
As you just like slobbering all over it. Like,
You would
will
have
it
to-
hold?
Yeah, you didn't just lick it, you just
Hold.
stuck the whole thing in your mouth. It's like, whoa.
Right, and then you have this wet.
Yeah, because if you were licking it, it would get too wet, so you'd have to fucking shove the whole thing in your mouth.
I think this wet piece of candy. You're just like
Slurp it.
flinging around with your dirty little kid hands, just touching everything.
I really want to like go to a bar, get my like squeeze it in my vodka. Then I'm breaking out my kids' cuisine and getting my little corn dog and my like cookies or whatever. And then what do you know about for dessert? I pull out like 4 Ring Pops on my fingers and I'm just like going to town.
I like the idea of getting like a martini, but instead of an olive and a thing, it's a ring pop you just stick in there.
Oh,
And then all of a sudden you realize you're wearing shorts above your knees, high,
Yeah.
high top socks and a fucking propeller hat.
I'm sure some bar has done that.
Oh yeah.
Some like.
Remember the 90s college kids? Here we go. Yeah, I remember like good things about string things, but it's motherfucking it's ring pop.
What do you think, Collin?
It's a lollipop without a stick.
Yeah,
a juicy jewel that you can lick.
Don't like both of these, but I'm gonna go ring pop.
Yeah,
because-
Ring Pop for me too.
Yeah, ring pop
Yeah.
for shizzle.
Cool. We've made it through the first round. But I feel like it's going to get easier because we've talked about all these.
Yeah.
Right.
So now let's go back because we're doing the Elite 8. Next up, Lunchables or Gushers?
Lunchables.
It's definitely Lunchables.
Yeah, I don't even think we need to fuck around too much. It's
Because honestly, if
Lunchable.
the Lunchable is fancy enough, you had some sort of fruit snack in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had something. You had candy in there.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, easy. Next up, this is going to be a hard one. Fruit by the
roll-
foot or fruit roll up?
Yeah.
This is the main we have to ask ourselves right now. Like,
Fruit by the foot.
I think fruit by the foot too.
It was less sticky.
that's true. It was less sticky. It
there
had
was more of it.
Yeah,
you didn't
it-
have to touch it with your hands necessarily.
That's
Yeah.
also
Fruit
true.
roll up,
It's
you're
like, a
peeling it
Band-Aid,
apart.
you know,
Yeah.
where you
Yeah,
can
I
just
felt
kind of
like there
put
was
it on
more.
without touching
There
it.
was more plastic in the inside the fruit roll-ups than the fruit by the foot. Like there was definitely it made that sheen. Like there's definitely some plastic in that fucking
Yeah.
fruit roll-up.
Yeah, the
So
quality not there.
some rubber.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, we're going faster than I thought we would.
Yeah.
So yeah, fruit by the foot is the next winner.
Yes, and I'd always get upset with my mother because she'd get one and she'd be like, "Well, I got the fruit ones," and they roll. And I was like, "No,
What did you say? Which
fruit
one?
by the foot. That's the better one."
They both roll. Show me, mother. Show me.
Everyone knows it's the better
What
one.
have you done? All right, gang. Wow, this isn't too bad. 3D Doritos versus Go-Gurt. I think we're all in 3D Doritos.
Yeah.
Oh, Collins maybe not though.
I love Go-Gurt. Well, yeah,
I don't know. Don't
3D
give up.
Doritos. No.
Maybe next time we'll have to
I
make
don't
it
know.
unanimous because this feels like too easy to me. Where we're just like, you just gotta get 2 out of 3. We have to like convince people.
Yeah,
Well-
but we're also 50 minutes in.
Right. I don't know.
It's
this
also
is-
true. I would much rather go for some 3D Doritos at this point in my life
Yeah.
than Go-Gurt. I love Go-Gurt, but if I had a choice, it's 9 out of 10 going to be 3D Doritos.
Yeah, and it's also because they're not around anymore, too. Like, I
Yeah.
wish I could have them in my life at some point.
Right.
I would jump off this keto diet to chug some 3D Doritos. Like 4 cans
Yeah.
at once, just like down in one, throw it on the ground
You
next
get like
one.
those like beer hats, but it's just like a big tube, so you can just
Yeah.
suck 3D Doritos in.
My wife's like, you told me you were getting those for Quinn, and I'm like, I lied! Obviously! They're for me! Duh! All right, 3D Doritos moves on. Now, the last one in this section, Dunkaroos or Ring Pops. Toughie. Because
Yeah.
I like both of these. Yes, sure, the Ring Pops get sticky. But so, I mean, if you, when you were done, if you didn't get all of like the
icing.
the icing, you had to like stick your finger in there,
Or
Oh,
just your
yeah.
face.
or just your face and
And
put your tongue to work.
back then, you didn't have to worry about food getting in your facial hair, so you're like more like just ready to
It's
go
also
in.
true.
Yeah. Or you were real uncoordinated and you took your fingers and you dipped the thing and then you put part of your fingers in your mouth to get the cookie. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
you stuck your fingers in
Like
too far.
in too far, so you have to put your pointer finger and your thumb in with the cookie. Yeah,
Yeah, so there's the sticky angle more so on the Ring Pop, also with the Dunkaroos a little bit if you were bad. I'm leaning Ring Pop because there was no pressure and stress eating a Ring Pop. Dunkaroos, that's another one. It's like when you get like a nacho from like Taco Bell and they give you like half a cup of cheese and you're just like, I need the perfect amount to last the whole thing.
Yeah, because if you have like 3 cookies at the end with no icing,
Yeah,
then
you're
you gotta
a
like
fool.
open up another one,
Yeah,
and then it's
you-
just this cycle.
Are you fucking rich kids?
By the time, I'm not saying I ever did this, I'm just saying hypothetically. And then by the time you get down to the bottom of the box, you just have like 50 cookies and no icing. You're like trying to, is there any whipped cream left in this can? Let me do something.
Some Whippets real quick.
Let me hit a whip it because I want to leave this reality for a little bit where I don't have any icing for my Dunkaroos. Like, come on.
Yeah, man, it's just that.
I don't know, Joey. You say no pressure, but we talked about the pressure of a ring pop. There's no cap to put back on. Once you start,
Once you
pop,
start,
the
you
fun don't
can't
stop.
stop.
Yeah, you cannot stop.
And that's a lot to lick.
Yeah, that's like, it's not quite at ice cream level because that's unless it was a particularly hot day, I guess. But like
on the sun.
yeah, like what do you do with this ring pop?
You fucking bite down, dog.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, bite down.
What the fuck?
I mean, you're most of the way through it before you get bored with it, and then you're just like, all right, going in.
I remember our mother trying to save ring pops that like we didn't finish. And she's
Whoa.
like, yeah. I mean, yeah, because like she didn't have 5 kids like your family, Colin, but she was still frugal. We still had to watch
Oh,
ourselves.
yeah.
So like you only did,
Like I said,
you didn't
like
get
the-
to the center of this Tootsie Roll pop.
Like the
you gotta fucking save
Dunkaroos
it.
were like, those weren't a dime a dozen. Like I barely remember having them because how little we did. But I was crushing ring pops. And you get to the end, and you just kind of like take the stub that still has some stuff,
Yeah,
and just kind
you
of
just-
grind it into your teeth.
Get those cavities easier.
You're trying to like lick it, but it's like sharp at this point. It's like
Yeah.
cutting your tongue. And you're like,
So yeah, I don't know. This is really tough for me.
Yeah, I'm going ring pop.
I'm going Dunkaroos, man.
All right,
Colin, what do you got?
just gonna get harder from here.
I know. I'm gonna dissent ring pop.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I mean,
There it is.
we got the 2 out of 3 with no, sorry, Joey. Did you say Dunkaroos or ring pop?
I said ring pop.
Oh, so I'm the one. Okay.
Right. So yeah. So I think even though I wasn't a fan, it's just 90s. 90s. Everything was ring pop. Ring pop was everything.
Oh, I'm devastated by that.
Yeah.
I think from
this
point
choice.
on, we got to make it unanimous. No more 2 out of 3 bullshit. You got to talk me into something.
Yeah, we're in the final 4 now.
We're in the final 4.
It's a pretty solid one. I don't think anything got really like most things are represented. You know, we have a chip, we have a hard candy, we have a gummy kind of candy, and then we have a meal type thing.
Sure. No, I think Okay, yeah, no real surprises here. Like Wonder Ball didn't come out and like, fuck yeah.
There was no real dark horse.
Yeah. But man, I'm just so sad about Dunkers. Okay, so in the final 4, Lunchables, Fruit by the Foot, 3D Doritos, and Ring Pops. So let's do it. Lunchable or Fruit by the Foot?
Yeah, I don't want
Fruit by the Foot
I really don't want Lunchable to just steamroll everything because it is
a whole meal.
and kind of an all-in-one kind of deal. But it's still like, actually, I don't know, because right now I'd rather have a Fruit by the Foot right now.
Yeah,
because there are other kind of Lunchable things, like I could order a fucking pizza if I wanted to.
that is true.
You know, that kind of my thinking now. And then I think of the iconic thing, and like Lunchable is still motherfucking Lunchable.
Right.
Like even in college, I just had the fucking cookie things, you know, or the crackers and the ham and the cheese and stuff.
The stackables.
Just, you know, like $1.19 or whatever.
Right. No, my wife loves the Lunchable pizza. She always gets the cheese for some reason.
What a freak.
I
Why
know.
not?
She just gets the 2 cheese kind. Like, I don't understand.
Nick,
so,
do you need us to like save you?
Is this your cry
marriage
for
is
help?
a sham. She gets the 2 cheese Lunchables.
You're blinking a lot when you say cheese Lunchable. Is this...
Yeah, is that like when you think Lunchable, do you automatically go to pizza or do you automatically go to the Stackers?
I go to the pizza with the Stackers closely. Like,
yeah, I just remember like getting so excited, like, yeah, I'm eating the hot dog Lunchable today.
Ugh, they're so
and then
gross,
I'd pull like, because like we didn't also have those very often.
Yeah,
for like our school, like to send us.
We felt
to
like
lunch.
hot shit. We were walking into lunch with a fucking Lunchable.
Oh,
You know
I
what
did
mean?
too, especially if it was a pizza one, because we get the knockoff Stackers. Mm-hmm. So I had cheese
sorry,
and
they were
crackers.
called Munchables.
Yeah, basically like the super small, just cheese and crackers, a lot. But every now and then,
Yeah.
you get the pizza one, and then you felt like a fucking king. And the other kids sometimes would show up with like the nacho ones, and I'd look and I'd be like, nah, that shit's weak.
That shit
Do you
is
guys
weak.
remember when they did like the deep dish pizza and there was only like 1 or 2 in there?
Yeah,
It was like square
and the
it,
bread
like,
was really gummy.
the bread was really gummy and it like kind of came up on the sides like it would be a deep dish, but there was still like the same amount of like sauce and stuff, so you really couldn't like add. They just like, we'll just shove some more bread in this fucking thing, fill them up. Yeah, I was excited about those. I was excited about all of them. The burger one, I just wanted to make my own
Didn't they
meals.
have like kind of like when McDonald's came out with the Mighty Kids meal? Wasn't there like a Lunchable XL?
Yes.
Yeah, they had like a
That's-
Capri Sun built in, and the
Yeah.
candy bar was bigger. And
Yeah.
then there maybe be one more of the main, like 4 pizzas instead of 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and those I might have had like twice because they're so much more expensive, which really like 75 cents.
Now we only get them when they're 99 cents. Like I tell Blair, like you can't if they're like $1.25. No, we're not getting them. We get them when they're $1 quite often because apparently they get old on the shelves.
Right, they get very old on the shelves.
Because especially in like my neighborhood is very much lower income, so people are not spending their money on Lunchables, like luxury products like that.
Well, it was cheap pizza Lunchable, so I thought those things would be in rotation, but apparently not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or that one just kept falling to the bottom somehow.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it.
So, yeah, what are you guys feeling right now? Because, like, You're right. Like 90s kid snack, like fucking Fruit by the Foot was so good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good snack.
I agree that of the iconic nature of it, but I'm still anti like chewy fruit snack. Yeah, I was never really about it as a kid. I would do it, but it was kind of like I wish I was having something else.
Okay.
I guess at this point, I'm glad Fruit by the Foot made it to where it made it and beat out some of it, like the fruit roll up, the Squeeze-Its, and whatnot. You know, bubble tape, R.I.P. But it was just it was like a novelty. But like I said, too many times it turned to paper in my mouth.
Yeah.
So I'm glad Fruit by the Foot is where it is, but it's just like
it's Lunchable.
It's Lunchable.
Yeah, it's Lunchable over that.
Like,
okay.
I'd probably never have Fruit by the Foot again.
Okay.
You know, I maybe like if you guys pressured me and maybe I was a little
Peer
drunk.
pressured you.
But like, you know, I have zero craving for it.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't want like a filet mignon, but instead of bacon, it's a Fruit by the Foot.
Oh, nice.
Make it fancy.
The sauce, like you unwrap the Fruit by the Foot and let it like melt, and that's like your sugar sauce for your ice cream.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice
We only the
glaze.
finest Fruit by the Foot.
All right, Lunchable in the top 2. Now let's go over to 3D Doritos or Ring Pops. This one's tough because once again, it's a discontinued item that we only remember through nostalgia.
Yeah.
But I can taste them in my mouth. Like they're so, because you still have Doritos, so you know what those taste like. Just imagine having a Dorito, but less.
I am a little biased right now because I'm very hungry.
Oh, okay.
So I've been leaning towards the saltier or
savory.
heartier things instead of the candy.
Man, I just don't know because Ring Pop is like a kid's snack for sure. It is a favorite of every
Right. It is 90s, whereas 3D Doritos like might have blended into the early 2000s.
It might have, yeah. I
for
can
sure.
see it being like came out in 97 or something like that.
Yeah, it was late. It kind of just wasn't as
So
it
like
wasn't quite as 90s.
So like the Ring Pop has the iconic nature. I enjoyed them. We were just talking about the difficulties of having them.
Yeah.
But like man, a Ring Pop was a great treat.
Yeah, it was. And again, it's just like it's cool and like different,
Right.
and everything. And like, you know, fuck those like multi-flavored ones that are like the matte color.
Yeah,
Give me
no
that
way.
shiny shit.
Give me the shiny
Give me that
shit.
shiny shit, man.
I need the bling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I need
Hell
to
yeah.
walk into first grade with my half-used Ring Pop that my mom saved. It was like, get it, and then Ellis comes in and he's got like 4 on his hands, and all the girls are flocking.
Els.
Els, they're not Ellis. Els is. All the women are flocking and taking a lick off his Ring Pops.
He probably did. I can remember when I would get one, I'd be so like, whoa, I actually got one. I would unwrap it and try not to lick it for as long as I could.
Yeah, just hold on to it.
Yeah, so I could just like have it.
It was a status symbol.
Dude, it was because
Yeah.
when you were like super poor and in a poor neighborhood, like you had a fucking Ring Pop, it was like, oh shit, like you got a thing
Yeah.
you didn't need to live.
Yeah, you'd see a kid. Yeah, yeah. You got a kid that rolls up with one of those dumb like suckers from like the bank, and you just like beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, with your Ring Pop.
Yeah,
or
with your
dumb
Ring
balls,
It was like a brass knuckle.
Yeah, or even worse, the ones that they weren't on a stick, but they were on like that U
loop?
shape. The
Yeah,
loop.
the loop.
Yeah, those are even
Yeah.
worse.
Oof.
Who's had a regular sucker in like a long time? I don't even think
one of those
about them.
dumb suckers. I
Yeah.
had one at the bank just the other day.
Whoa. Okay.
It wasn't bad. I did it mainly for the nostalgia.
Like the flat one or the
no,
one
the
with
round one.
No,
the
the
dumb
one with the
doms.
wrapper, and then there's always a mystery flavor.
That was
Yeah.
the best flavor. It was cream soda.
Oh,
Cream
okay.
soda is the motherfucking
Yeah, cream
best
soda,
dumb on the
yeah.
fucking planet. Fight me.
Yeah,
Fucking
I agree.
A.
Cream
Grape.
soda was
Grape.
fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Grape
you.
all
bitch,
day.
you
Anything
basic
grape.
bitch, you basic
Anything
bitch.
grape.
Yeah, cream soda was the shit.
Yeah, dog. It's just like you could have other grape things. You couldn't like. First of all, I'm not getting cream soda. Where do you get cream soda? They didn't have that at Gaddy Land. They didn't have that at McDonald's. Nah, I need it in sucker form.
Yeah.
Sucker.
All right.
All right, Ring Pop.
But like what? Like, because if I'm thinking about it, like red was just like the one.
Yeah.
The Ring Pop of all. Either that or like the dark blue one.
Yeah.
But if you come out with the green, get out of here.
It's like Jello. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
Yeah. Red or
Gross.
blue.
Yep.
Or white. America. I don't even think they had those. But shit.
Yeah, I'm leaning Ring Pop because I feel like it goes beyond the candy itself.
Man, I think you're right, but I really want to fight for 3D Doritos, man. They were so hype. They were so good. I love Doritos. I wish they were part of the keto diet. They're not. I checked.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like it's stuck in that time forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is tethered to the 90s.
Are there still Ring Pops?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That is the thing, is there are still Lunchables, there are still Fruit by the Foot, there's still fucking Ring Pops, there are no 3D Doritos.
Mm-hmm.
They are tethered to the time when they came out, and that's it.
Guys, why didn't we bring up green and purple ketchup?
I almost did.
We almost did.
It was gross. It was lumpy.
Yeah, it was lumpy. It's like, how did you fuck this? Like, I thought you just did the color just like make it dissolve? Like, what?
Yeah.
And that was before purple was my favorite color.
Yeah.
But man, I gotta fight for 3D Doritos here.
I love them too. I would rather eat 3D Doritos right now.
Right, I know you
want
keep
them
saying right now.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm based on like the longevity
Sure.
of not just my nostalgia, but like would I eat it now? 3D Doritos, hell yeah. Ring Pop, again, maybe if we were like having a good time and you guys are screaming at me to lick the pop.
Yeah, we're just chanting Ring Pop. Juicy
Yeah, but I don't-
Jewel,
but I-
Juicy Jewel.
But if we're doing 90s snacks, man, I think Ring Pop is one of the kings. It's up there.
Yeah, because when I think of 3D Doritos, I think of more of that early 2000s
Skater.
wallet chains and
Yeah.
frosted tips.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was when I was having it. It was,
Yeah.
Ring Pop is just like, I'm fucking 8 years old, and it's, actually, I was 8 in 2000. Oops. Oops.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that was like, it's hard to explain like that turn into the mid 2000s where everything became
But it
different
was
all
palpable.
of a sudden. Yeah.
It
was.
was,
It's
like-
hard. I need to like be able to put it into words. How things changed, became like I don't know. Everything was like fucking soft and bright in the 90s and sticky.
Lisa Frank.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the 2000s came and everything was trying to like be edgier or something.
It was the
So-
Matrix fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll cede to you guys then.
Okay.
I'll cede to you guys.
I think it's a good mix up because, are we doing Lunchables versus 3D Doritos?
No,
I
it's-
feel like they're made out of the same shit. Or did we choose Fruit by the Foot? I already forgot.
It was
Lunchable.
Lunchables.
Yeah.
Lunchables.
So then it's
yeah.
like basically like 3D Doritos. If you just put some sauce on it, that shit's a Lunchable. Like,
You can't stack those. They're fucking round, Collin.
just saying.
Idiot.
Okay.
All right, guys. These are the two we have left. Lunchables and Ring Pops. We've made it.
And it's Lunchable. Like I said, I didn't want it to steamroll it, but I mean, I don't know, because like I said, we just fought for Ring Pop because of what it meant, kind of moving that kind of iconic kind of thing, and it was just like so rooted there, even though they're still around.
Yeah, neither of these are, they're tethered to the 90s because that's when they were most popular. And that's, at least with us, like with adults, they were popular because all their kids were screaming for them. But
yeah, like this, I feel like this is when they were in their purest form.
because we were in our purest form.
No, I mean, like, it wasn't until like way later where you're getting the weird, like, matte, whatever the designs are now on the Ring Pops, where they're like different flavors mixed in there
Yeah.
and everything like that, or Lunchables. Who knows if they evolved or devolved? They might have devolved by now.
I think that they've gotten rid of a lot of like the ones, like the full boxes, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're mostly down to like its core components, basically.
It's like when I go to a toy store as a 27-year-old man and I look at the Power Rangers section of what it is now and what it used to be. Where it used to be an entire like shelf.
Yeah, it was
and
an
now
entire
it's
side of an aisle.
Yeah, now it's a column, and
Yeah.
it's just like,
There's
Fuck.
too many. Yeah. Fighting for supremacy, fighting for that shelf space.
yeah.
Yeah, man, it does stink when I come down to think about, what I wanted the most as a kid in the 90s. It was always Lunchables.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you would see Lunchables more. than Ring Pops.
Yeah, Ring Pop was in just kind of like that stood out in the aisle because there wasn't a bunch of other ones. Like Ring Pops were just like in a fucking box next to the
other
candies. The fucking Laffy Taffies and whatnot.
Lunchables are revolutionary. Pioneers.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, every day at school, you saw some fucking Lunchables.
Yeah.
Like, it was
and you
so
were mad.
rooted into...
You were jealous.
Yeah, you were
Going to
walking
grade
by
school
with,
in
like,
the
your
90s.
dumb chicken patty, and you're just like, fuck, I wish I had that Lunchable.
Yeah, our rectangle cardboard pizza.
Yeah. Or just your peanut butter sandwich that
Yeah.
your mommy made for you in your brown paper bag.
Why are we having Salisbury steak today? This sucks.
I don't even know what that means.
That kid's got a fucking hamburger Lunchable, a cold one. He's asking the kitchen ladies if he can use the microwave.
You guys want to crack some cold ones with your boys? Cold Lunchables?
Ooh.
That was the original cracking a cold one.
Yeah,
that gonna
you
be
sit
your
down
all's-
with your boys.
Your all's one, like, cheat meal from keto is, like, Lunchables. We
no.
could have done anything. We could have gone and gotten some lobster, ate an entire loaf of artesian bread.
Nope.
We did Lunchable.
I got the hot dog Lunchable.
Oh, the hot dog.
It's just like a Vienna sausage in a fucking, like, dry bun. Yeah. Great.
That's been, like, painted to look like it has, like, the white and the slightly brown of a
Yeah.
hot dog bun.
Well, here we are. I didn't want it to come to this because this is what everyone expects, but I think we're all crowning Lunchable the ultimate 90s kids snack.
And you're probably going to have to take me to the store on the way home.
Yep. We'll
Not
stop.
Krogetto.
Yeah.
Please.
We'll go-
Drive me to the nice end of town, like 30 minutes out of the way.
Yep. Damn. Okay. Well, yeah, there you have it. That's our first very regular tournament this month. Guys, thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed this because there's going to be 3 more of these after this. So
Yeah, and we're going to try not to make them like this, where it's, you know, because our demographic probably is the 18 to 35 male.
Yeah.
Granted, the 18-year-olds now were born after 9/11.
That's very true, Jerry. It's very true. We're just like the 25 to 35 demographic.
We were supposed to never forget, but I think those kids
They
forgot.
never learned.
Oh.
Yeah. They physically can't remember.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know with Corey here, he is a fucking lawyer. So he is going to argue his ass off.
Yeah.
This one, we were pretty soft on everything. We were just like, yeah, okay. That one, I want you guys screaming at each other. I want to leave this place and then we don't talk to each other for the rest of the night 'cause
okay.
we're so mad.
There's also 16. Are we going to scream 16 times?
Yes.
All
I know
right.
if you're just really, really set on something.
I was really set on Lunchables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, you got your way, okay?
I did.
3D Doritos, RIP. Dunkaroos, RIP. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to us do this. It's been fun breaking this stuff down, remembering things like we always do on this podcast. We might as well call this podcast Remembering Things. If you want to listen to more of our episodes, you can go to our website. That's vrtcast.com. All of our episodes are there. Also, there are other podcasts. That's called Very Real Tournament. It's a comedy battlecast that pits 2 very real opponents against each other in a very real fight. We all do that with our friend Corey. Season 5 is coming out this month. That's why we're doing this as well, is that is a tournament, and this was a tournament. So you can see the through line, I think. So yeah, check out all those. You can also go to any podcast app. We're on all of them. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Overcast, CastBox. Check us out on there. Like, subscribe, rate, review. If you want to talk to us about what we just talked about in our rankings, if you want to say that fucking Gushers is the OG #1 90s kid snack, tell us about it. You can write us a fucking manifesto about 90s kids snacks and send it to our email, vrtcast@gmail.com. or just comment on any of our social media. You can comment on that Instagram post. You can tweet at us. You can get in our Facebook group and make a subgroup where it's like, let's talk about how wrong they are. Let's get a kids cuisine.
Let's stage a coup in this Facebook
if
page.
If you want to argue ring pops, send us some ring pops.
Yeah.
You know, as your argument.
We'll lick them on air.
And then accidentally touched like the microphone, like
oh man,
pop filter
you
that
gotta buy
gets
a
the
new
fuzzies
one.
all over it. Yeah,
yeah, new one of everything.
Joey's just got like ring
like,
pops hanging off his like microphone pop
just
filter.
like today I'm enjoying Grant from Missouri's grape ring pop that he sent us in the mail. It costs more to send it than to buy it.
Wish it had been cherry, you stingy fuck.
Yeah, I really want to get some dialogue going about these things. I want to hear from you guys. I also want to hear if you like us doing this or not, because I think it's a pretty cool idea, and we might do it some more if everyone likes it.
Cheers.
So, yeah, please reach out to us and let us know what you think. I also, before we go, want to take a quick moment to thank the Thumps. They do all the music for our podcast. It's great music. If you want to hear the full version of any of the songs that we feature on our show, you can go over to their Bandcamp. That's thethumps.bandcamp.com. Both their albums are on there. Also, you can go to their Facebook, like that, and see where they're playing next and get all of your Thumps updates.
Chip.
All right, guys, let's get out of here and go get some fucking Lunchables.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm on keto, so I can look at them.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have any
maybe the
zero carb
pepperoni-
Lunchables.
Maybe the pepperonis don't have a ton of carbs in them.
Yeah, I'll buy the pepperoni one, eat the pepperoni, and then give the cheese to my wife. She can have the rest of it.
You're making it rain cheese product.
Yeah, all in quotes. All right, well, that will do it for us. Let's get out of here, boys. I'm Nick Potter.
I'm Joey Potter.
Collin Sage.
It's been real. It's been fun. Bring back 3D Doritos now.